Alright guys, we're back, and this is the way the cookie crumbles. We currently don't have lights, water, or anything in the shop. Chad has gone ahead and made the decision to disconnect all of the utilities to the shop, and I'm working with the landlord to get all that squared up. He was supposed to transfer the lease into my name at the end of this month. Looks like I'm gonna have to do it today. So working with him to get that expedited because I cannot turn them back on without the lease. So we're working on it. We'll get it squared away. It is what it is. I can't operate without lights, air compressor, or anything. Fortunately, the security system still works. It was yelling at me this morning at 8 o'clock when the lights were disconnected, telling me there was a power outage. So I'm going to go ahead and head to the shop, hopefully meet the landlord and get a new lease, since I went to the utility department and my name's somehow not on the lease anymore. We got this, guys. Also, I have the Gen 3 clutch, so that's good. At least I got that and a multimeter. Alright guys, so midday update. I spoke with the landlord. We have to update the lease. He is getting that written with his attorney tonight. So Ringtuned LLC will update before the first of the month. It was supposed to be the first of the month. Situations arose, it's a little dark, where I need to be able to transfer the utilities before the end of the month. So, is what it is. It's not a big deal. It'll take me like a couple hours once I get this done. Hasn't stopped work though. Of course, I was a welder. Yeah, that's bright. I was a welder prior to this, as many of you know, so it's not even warm. It's actually pretty nice. I got one door open. Probably going to kick the other one open. It's a little dark. But this is running. The Gen 3's running. The clutch is in. Runs good. Purrs like a kitten. Cooling system's bled. Everything's ready to rock and roll. I'm almost done with the Raptor install. I've got 3 more wires to hook up, and it'll be ready to rock and roll. She's all mounted up nice and centered. Went ahead and got a multimeter. It's in a bag somewhere. I forgot where I put it. So I can go ahead and diagnose Bossman today, figure out what's going on there, and see if Amos can come over and help put the fairings and such on it so it can go home. Meet with Forrest, who's doing my paint work on the CBR this afternoon. He said between 5 and 5:30, I've got to meet him to grab the parts. Once I get the parts, I'll get them slapped on there, and this thing can go home. The stickers are still on back order, so he'll be stickerless. I'm pretty sure he'll be okay with no stickers. It'll be just fine without stickers until they come in, and once they come in, we'll be ready to rock and roll. But that's a payday. That's a payday. Well, the shift light part of that. The motor was an experiment, and experiment gone wrong. But yeah, we're still working. Alright folks, so it's a little late. As you can see, my lights went out. My daylight. So I went ahead and pulled down one of my LEDs. I'm missing one or two. I had 1, 2, 3 single bulbs and 1 double from my garage that I was storing here. That I can only spot 1 single bulb and 1 double bulb. So I don't know where the rest went. Gotta figure that one out. Pretty sure I know. If that's the case, I'll just add them to the inventory. But anyway, we're putting the CBR together. Forrest done got a hold of me. He had the fairings painted, cured, ready to go. So we're trying to get this thing together. I got it on a battery charger because the battery's about dead. It's been sitting here for a minute. This thing went through some insurance delays for like 2 months waiting for an insurance check. Apparently they forgot about him. At least that's what he told me. But once we got that, all we were waiting on was paint. The paint finally got here. Forrest finally was able to get access to the plastic welder and get these painted up for me. They look great. We have the new forks on it, new front wheel, new rotors, new pads, the whole front end. The whole front end except for the triples is new. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing together, and that'll be the wrap for the night, guys. Accomplishments for the day. Let's see, let me turn your light on here. There we go. Can you see, is it on? It's on. Alright, yeah, that sucks. We've gone ahead and put an auto shift switch on the Gen 3. It is running great. Air compressor override, in case he blows the line again, he can disable the hob switch for the air compressor and shut it off. And we've gone ahead and got the Raptor on there, which I purchased from Chad Nichols. Beyond that, it's looking pretty good. I got to put the last of the fairings on it, and that thing can go home. I'm going to do some heat cycles on it tomorrow to break in those new bearings. The rings are already bedded in. The mains are already seated. It was just the rods are all new, and the bearings on the rods are all new, and the crank was repaired. So, got to rebed those in. They got to get some heat on them. So we'll heat cycle them a few times. I didn't notice just now. I got to pull this bolt and that bolt because I missed a clip. God damn it. Anyway, I'll get that in. But yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to work late tonight to get the CBR knocked out. Shouldn't take me but another hour or so to put the bodywork back on it and get it charged enough to start. Then I'll go ahead and shut the generator down, bring it all inside. Christian Sandy's supposed to be on his way over to make me a suicide cable. It's a double male-ended cable. We've gone ahead and disconnected the main and all the 220s at the fuse box, and we're just going to backfeed the system and turn the power on. For the day tomorrow, the lease is supposed to transfer on the 1st. I had to expedite that process. It's going to transfer tomorrow so that I can go turn the lights on. Otherwise, I'd be a week without lights. I ain't about to do that. So we'll get that squared away. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to get this uploading.